Hold fire! This one looks friendly. Watch yourself. You came from the outside. Does that mean we can finally escape? What? Oh, you must be another case of hypothermia. Extreme prolonged exposure to the cold certainly does terrible things to our brain. It's because the archive controls the surface lifts, which are the only way in or out. And once the Protectorate retook the machine, they locked out all external access. Now, for more than a month, we've all been trapped in these caves, Order and Antes alike, scrounging for food, huddling for warmth, and desperately trying to stay alive. You're what? How? The odds of you successfully doing what our whole army could not is, well, it's preposterously small. Yet, here you are. Regardless, if we are to maximize your odds of success, you should at least let us share our intelligence with you. You'll want to speak with Provost Finch inside that building to the northeast. She has a better understanding of all the variables in play. Though I would be absolutely ecstatic to offer you any information I have that would increase the odds of your success. Absolutely. There are several factors that will greatly reduce your odds of survival. First, you will frequently encounter ursopods, which are native to these tunnels. Also, near the thermal transfer station is an infestation of crabbles that are breeding in abundant numbers. And directly south is a band of what had been normal folks, now turned bloodthirsty and feral due to an overindulgence in Auntie's Choice Adrena time. What else can I do to help you help us escape this frozen hell? The paths down here all connect, so no matter which direction you go, eventually you'll find your way back to me. Nevertheless, venture south and you'll reach the thermal transfer station, which regulates archive heat. Go northwest and encounter cold storage, which houses its data cartridges. In the loop between the two lay the lift controls. Though be warned, they are incredibly well protected and have repelled every assault we've thrown at it. May the universal equation's final tally see us all escaping this frozen prison. Watch yourself.
Is it strange that I miss being shot at? I mean, no, not really, but I'd rather be shot with a full belly.
Corporate drones and my academic cohort united in a common cause.
Welcome to our misbegotten little camp. Pardon any blood or sick you might spot. Our janitorial tech died of ague a fortnight past. I'm the volunteer Sawbones here. Say, wandering type like you probably knows a bit about medicine. I hope. Oh, thank the law. I've always thought the same. Wait, let's focus on my patients before you start playing alienist. I'm on the lookout for a medicine sachet, but I can't leave the folk here. I ask if you had the know-how, because I need someone who can identify it proper. If it's anywhere, it's going to be over in the storage building. Some other Auntie's Choice folk took the place over, and they're about as keen on sharing as I am on being a Sawbones. But I'm sure they're the only danger you'll face. Aside from the man-eating ursopods, bitter cold, precarious pits, and occasional landmines. Good luck.
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifier?
Of course nobody's gonna see it. That's not the point.
Well, look at that. A fresh face means fresh goods. Or maybe fresh bits. And either is fine by me. I'm sure one way or another, we can strike some kind of deal.
Of course nobody's gonna see it, that's not the point. I just don't feel like a human being if my back's not shaved clean.
So, you want me to take off your top and lather you with cold water just to cure your vanity?
Lethal measures at the ready, Commander.
Who are you kidding? If you ain't cutthroat enough to turn the big profits, you ain't cutthroat enough to try anything on me.
You think that's the right tone to take? In selling out your partners, but you're a terrible negotiator.
I don't care what you threaten me with. Not only am I smart for taking these supplies, but I'm following Auntie's laws. When scarcity begins closing its fist...
Is the perfect time for aggressive capitalists. Buy cheap, hold long, and sell high, and you'll maximize your profits. Don't quote Auntie's laws of dystopian disruption to me. I'm the one who taught you those damn laws, and I hardly imagine she meant to apply them when it is literally a matter of our life or death.
Whoa, who are you? How'd you get past the landmines?
There's rifts down the hall. Is that what you're asking about? We did see some upper shelf pharmaceuticals on, the upper shelves. But I think the rifts have claimed them. We've been told to stay the hell away from those things, and that's exactly what we've done.
Now, will there be anything else? Or can we finish our argument in peace?
There's no need to be rude just because I discovered you're swindling. I caught this one hoarding supplies, despite agreeing that there'd be better profit to be had if we pool everything we've got. Ever since the lifts locked down, this pile of sprat excrement has been sneaking off at night to move some of our shared inventory into a little bonus stash only they know about.
You're only mad you didn't think to do it first. The fact that I'm the most up-and-coming go-getter is what's getting you steamed. Admit it. You're jealous.
Why would I be? Once I cram your cold body into a vacuum tube, I'm taking all your stuff.
Of course! I'm doing what is smart and profitable under Auntie's laws, and I'll be damned if you two idiots will dissuade me. We do? I mean, of course, you're right. I'm sorry. But I saw a chance to get ahead, and Auntie always demands we take those chances when we see them.
I get it. Of course I thought about it, but I knew it'd be a mistake. And now, thanks to that foresight, my profits will go further since I'm not splitting them.
But I'm living up to Auntie's principles. We all know we should deeply gouge to create future earnings. Don't be bitter just because I'm the one who actually did it.
I guess you chose to swindle the wrong tube tech.
I shall not stay your execution.
Multiplicator at ready status.
Well, thank you for your help. Or for letting me solve this. I'm not sure who did the killing and who didn't. There's rifts down the hall. Is that what you're asking about? We did see some upper-shelf pharmaceuticals on, the upper... We've been told...
Wait! Do not shoot! It's not one of ours. Or Auntie's, but also surely not Protectorate.
Hope you get the medicine soon. Whenever I change a bandage, I end up spilling more blood than I staunch. Something's wrong with it? Let me see. What in blazes is this? Even I know not to give this to my patients. Allah only knows what it would do. Then I can only hope my medical skills are up to the task. Thanks for going on that wild sprat chase for me. Here's your pay. Rest assured, I'll do everything I can to help. Save giving these folks rifted medicaments.
Gun weapon ready, Commander.
I shall not stay your execution. Prosecuting!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Energy transmitter active.
Calcaduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an Auntie's Choice field manager is present.
Not your band against us!
Hoping they didn't prepare much. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Any tools lying around?
I shall reduce them to a slurry!
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
target I do not? Taking punitive action.
Standing by to stupefy.
Reading that manual told me everything I needed to know about regulation
Transmitter
of the archive's
down over.
temperature flow. Now my crabbles are adapted to the
Batten
warm
scan.
waters. Such a pity that the archive and the crabbles cannot coexist in the same universe.
Complication in progress.
On the I must get regained.
The traveling terminal can look after itself.
Have a fix on their weaknesses. Looks like it needs
Prosecuting!
a specific kind.
Taking punitive.
Now to activate the system.
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not melt down. Please proceed to cold storage to re-enable punch card retrieval.
Yes, yes. Anomalous lethally.
Target analyzed. Lay down. Go for multiplication.
At your word, I shall charge.
Backing scan. Locking them down. Taking the fight out of them. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Opening anew. Check.
What in the name of Auntie's anti-hallucinatory ammonia drops? Who are you? What are you doing here? Starving? Or freezing? Or maybe both? Honestly, it depends on the moment. But we've been trapped down here for more than a month. What an odd thing to say. Thanks, I guess? Yes, what do you want? Just passing. You know what? Never mind.
There are vending machines on the undisputed claim that sell scarves and hats. Hats. And pills that make you so warm, you gotta take off your socks.
On their weaknesses. Purificator at ready status.
Prepare for absolution!
They're benumbed. Medic.
Temperature levels exceeding tolerances. Temperature levels exceeding tolerances.
Combatant stand.
Energy transmitter.
Unleash my might upon them!
We in the Order love to speak of a grand plan, of ordered complexity, where all things have a reason for existing, a purpose to fill. But what purpose is served by hundreds dying senselessly in the cold? The longer this interminable war drags on, the more convinced I become of the universe's dispassionate variability. I must reconcile with this reality, and if we cannot, then perhaps it is time we evolve a new philosophy altogether. It's certainly worth bringing up with the presiding bishop upon my return.
Welcome back, Agent. I trust Laplace's garden is treated. In what manner can I assist you?
Cool. Look at me, as giddy as a first-year novice.
All right, let's listen. No, this isn't right. There must be some mistake. The beliefs advocated here are entirely in opposition with what the Order stands for. I don't suppose you have any other recordings less filled with, despair? Philosophism? What's that? Well, that sounds horrible. It's evident what happened. My colleagues must have gone quite mad in the isolation of their studies. Sad, but perhaps not unforeseeable. Only one certainty remains. These logs must be destroyed. I shudder to imagine the ramifications if other members of the Order were subjected to such nonsensical rantings. let's not be dramatic. Please understand, what's been recorded here borders on heretical. Scientism teaches that the universe is constant, rational, and inalterable. These proofs reject all of that reason in favor of some ineffable manifestation of personal will. No, of course. You're right. Rejecting data out of hand only leads to confirmation bias. I will preserve the logs, if only to study where these scienticians went wrong. I believe I've promised you a reward. Here is that lockbox. I regret I don't have a key, but I'm sure you'll find some way to access its contents. Eventually.
Stun weapon ready, Commander. Energy transmitter deployed for battlefield. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. not say this from my colleagues in the Order. We certainly thought big with the archive.
It is fitting that we move underground to burn up.
Is the pain of this wound making me hallucinate? Or are you the unforeseen interloper my scouts have been speaking of? Nobody is sure where you came from, though everyone agrees you were not down here when the doors sealed, and watching you move through these caves is quite the sight to behold. You what? On your own? We've been fighting for weeks to try and gain access to the controls, and you simply waltz in on a whim? Why aren't you just an absolute marvel? What is your goal now? We could greatly use your help if you are willing. That, I fear, is a seriously dangerous proposition. My soldiers were fighting our way into the complex when those bastards activated the fire suppression system. It froze every person fighting inside the complex, Order and the Protectorate both, to solid ice. They sacrificed every soldier they had to keep from losing that building. Wouldn't that have... No. It never even... I was so focused on saving those remaining that it never occurred to me to push forward. I suppose it speaks to how rarely I'd crunch these sorts of equations under stress, as my compatriots died beside me. And now my inexperience has trapped us here. That is absolutely amazing news. Then we are going to re-establish contact with the surface. We can evacuate our wounded, resupply, and reinforce. May the plan guide you through this underground nightmare. And may all your equations unveil their integers without error.
Another new face, glorious. It is so cold, my fingers appear to be in rigor. I've not slept in 3 days, and I've any number of high-risk patients in need of tending. I trust you'll pardon my brusque manner. You've something of import to discuss, I gather? Well, it is shockingly hard to argue with that logic. Nevertheless, supplies are scarce. Wonderful. This might actually... that's...
Next time we build a computer in the
No, I
heart of
have
a frozen
placed your
planet,
Just
we
want
should
you to know,
take away the
ADC,
and
appreciate it.
just in case.
Judgment has found you!
Locking them down.
The likelihood of them having a chance there was slim to none.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
I believe the technical term for this is glaciated. Not the worst way to go.
Reveal yourselves.
What in the Sovereign's name? How did you get in here? Don't worry. I won't cause trouble. Just please don't hurt me.
Sovereign, forgive me.
What in the Sovereign's name? How did you get in here? Don't worry. I won't cause trouble. Just please don't hurt me.
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of snarling border traders pouring into the facility, and in that moment, my faculties desperately scrabbled to save ourselves. In my terror, I recalled the facility's safety briefing and the dire warnings of the fire suppression system. Suddenly, my body rushed into action without the benefit of my wits. And with no thought for my fellows, I triggered the system, horrifically transmuting every person on the outside of a pressure door into a grotesque sculpture of solid hoarfrost. And though the paradigm freely sacrifices subjects in defense of the Protectorate, it would be a despicable lie to say my choice was driven by anything but abject cowardice, which now makes my duty clear. I must seek out a sentinel, confess my transgressions, and accept retribution, and I'll do so soon. I just need my spine to re-stiffen a bit first.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What? What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. Please, I need to know how you access these machines. What did you press? I thought we tried everything.
That seems...
What in the Sovereign's name? How did you get in here? Don't worry. I won't cause trouble. What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to complete our work. Oh, during the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the chemical fire suppression system, and it literally froze all the combatants in place. I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. Sadly, it has proved a hard shell to crack, and so far I've been unsuccessful. For a moment, I believed your efforts to be my first sign of progress. I thought the machines whirring to life meant my efforts were successful. Unfortunately, I was mistaken. Perhaps. How much do you know about cellular biology and the inverse hydrophilic transitionary replacement theory? Well, I suppose it won't hurt to try. My theory, based on research a compatriot did on sprats, is that they suffered osmotic cellular transformation, meaning that the chemicals from the fire suppression system have infiltrated their bodies, replacing their cytoplasm, locking their cells in place. Therefore, if I can remove those chemicals and replace them with an artificial cytoplasm, such as a heated alcohol, they will reanimate and return to normal. What do you think? Counter? No! Replace! What if I can replace the carbon and nitrogen with something inert? Something the body could then purge naturally. That's brilliant. Why, with a bit of luck, I could have the system up and working within the hour. Thank you for your help. It may be the best shot these poor souls have at returning to life. Let's start testing. Come in, just please. Be careful not to trigger the fire suppression system. I've removed the passkey, but I don't want to end up like those poor sods.
I wonder if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research.
Please excuse me while I explore the various possibilities.
Find the hop.
Yes, stupendous stuff right there, you stupid thing. Of course.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
Yeah.
Trust the plan, observe set progress. Stay in the system. Serve the Sovereign.
Patience. Still recharging.
Donnybrook and do.
This paradigm we serve supplies all we deserve.
Data brick extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted. Oppugnants and sponges. Go through
I'm
them.
ready. Have a fix. Activating energy transmitter. Combatant scan.
Tight down that stage! Beg your patience. I'm not ready.
Torpificator.
Unleash my might upon them!
Target analyzed.
Seems I ought to
Sit tight!
Position for exit to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Appears the only way forward is to skitter across like ungainly children.
You there! Another...
Combatant scan. I'm on. Energy transmitter active. Check your scope for combatant analysis.
There, the storage brick is on its way.
I wonder if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research. Please excuse me while I explore the various puzzles.
prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
Welcome back, Sentient.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vision.
For all their purported immaculacy, they certainly left our illustrious ally. We do predict you'll hand over the archive to us strongly. Junior Seer Amaryllis awaits you inside. Junior Seer Amaryllis awaits you inside.
Felicitations on securing the archive. Though such an outcome was all but inevitable, the plan truly is unfailing. Moving forward, I'll function as your liaison for all matters pertaining to the archive, until such time as its control has been transferred in its entirety back to the Order. In the meantime, restoring the archive to full functionality remains a top priority. If you've made progress in that area, I'd be pleased to record it. Wonderful! Were we to operate the archive without proper heat distribution, the results would be disastrous. But thankfully, we no longer need to account for that deadly scenario. Punch processing and reactor control have hidden caches with useful items as well. Although, you probably lack clearance to know that. Forget I said anything. Well argued. Very well. I'm certain you will be economical about using Order resources, won't you? Simply use this phrase in the terminal on the archive's top floor. Enumerative exaltation. That will unseal the caches. Return when you've made progress.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Punch processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Where next? Punch card processing or the reactor?
You've got a job to do. Get to work.
Odds of success decrease exponentially the longer you stand here.
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next? No need to fret. The lifts were locked down. Engage element!
That's our bundle of technological tidbits. Take it!
I have a fix.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the rift processing instructions.
We don't truly have to ride those down, do we? Do I look like some kind of acrobat to you?
Target analyzed. Let's...
Prosecuting! Viscerally!
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Transmitter down over here. Combatant scan. Many ways to die here.
To battle!
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
I sense the Rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. All that remains is to restore the archive reactor.
On whom exactly?
I shall not stay!
Reactor reinforcement doors sealed. Reactor turret defenses online. Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed. Reactor reinforcement doors unsealed. Reactor fire suppression system online. The archive reactor requires manual maintenance.
The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable worth, namely via the reactor's backup security systems.
Appears we can adjust turret settings. Seal those doors from reinforcements.
I also note the presence of supply caches, which may bolster our defensive efforts. Last, it would appear the fire suppression system prevails here as well. It seems we have
Emergency
a bounty
first
of options
aid cache
at our disposal.
unsealed. Emergency first aid cache sealed. Reactor reinforcement doors sealed. Reactor reinforcement doors unsealed. Emergency first aid cache unsealed.
Automech is enormous. How is that practical to have indoors?
Taking punitive action!
Prudence dictates imperfection is impossible.
Complication in progress.
It is a
privilege
to
die for the cause. Activating energy transmitter.
On the authority of the sovereign!
Disruptive influences.
I don't find
Freeloaders. Serve the console.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Energy transmitter out. Soak up the shock.
The archive reactor has been returned to operational status. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the archive. Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
Bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing, erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Look, we need to resolve this, or we'll never get that Rift data processed. 2 of those priority sets need to go.
Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
The doors ahead open. I think our journey through these horrid tunnels is near its close. Thank the architect.
Overt influence. Mindless indulgence. Thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing vicissitudes.
Radical divergences from the architect's plan. Humanity's ascendance hopelessly delayed. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. Multitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms, oscillating, cantankerously, foster dependence, denounce interdependence, promote the informer, condemn the questioner, benevolent oversight, the dream of belonging, the allure of security and plenty, a perfect community. With every luxury save freedom, benevolent oversight, the dream of belonging. Stop and consider of security. What would your neighbors think? I said, why? You don't want your rivals to win now, vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business. Start now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a move to maintain. What do you say, partners?
Please tell me I don't need to hear you gab on any longer.
To conclude realignment of emphasized categorical imperatives, power down, then power on again. Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly feigned simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Time to process the Rift data. Finally.
Shall I proceed? Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. Seeing as how my priorities are largely modeled after a founder of the Order, I expect returning to their supervision should resume without undue vexation or worry. Rift data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us.
I shall follow your lead, Commander. I only ask that if my digits are taken by frostbite, we might take a detour to have them reattached.
Congratulations are in order. Unless I'm mistaken, I gather you've accomplished your primary goal. On behalf of the Order and Auntie's Choice, I thank you for your efforts. This will most certainly help in ensuring peace. Now, the Calcaduceus, if you please. Thank you for your contribution to science. When the history texts are written, you've certainly secured an honorable mention in Appendix B.
Ah, you are my new operator then. It is my simulated delight to meet you. In the interests of time, allow me to propose how next to proceed. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just to start.
Yes, this will do perfectly. Go forth as was determined. And may the plan guide you. The guidance of our beneficent
You're remarkably effective for someone so familiar with abstract calculus.
Congratulations are in order. I just received word from Seer Amaryllis that the Calcaduceus has been returned, and that the archive is well and truly under our control again. She also mentioned a regrettable defect in its priority set that you were able to correct. Well done. Your role in this matter is complete. Auntie and I will handle it from here. But allow me to commend you again on your fruitful efforts to make this peace treaty possible. There is more good news as well. We studied the data you brought back from the crashed satellite, and we now have a way to reorient the satellites en masse from a protectorate installation, Oris Listening Post. Turning the entirety of the reticulum toward deep space will accelerate our understanding of the universe, and ideally lead us to stronger conclusions regarding how to stop the rifts. The Order, in partnership with Auntie's Choice, is now well positioned to triumph over the regressive forces of ignorance that have heretofore held Arcadia in stasis, all thanks to you. Then it is fortunate that you are so well placed to do exactly that, with the Order's help. As if predetermined, your contributions have been many and varied, and I will not belabor the point by recounting them all here. But know this, when the final contest with the Protectorate takes place, wherever that may occur, you will have the full support of the Order and Auntie's Choice. I will, of course, organize our forces from here.